Hello and welcome again to the Friday wrap for September 22nd. It's getting a little late Friday, but I want to make sure we had this videotape done. You know, the weather was ideal for the throngs of attendees for this year's Taste of Egypt at St. Mark's Coptic Church. It was incredible. We thoroughly enjoyed the traditional Egyptian food, plus they even had street food, which had included some grilled corn on the cob, as well as sweet potato. It was a great event, a lot of festivities, including for kids. Certainly there was a petting zoo, as well as some jumpy things and even camel rides. But this year, I did not partake in that one. It was incredible. I hope you had a chance to go there. The flag ceremony was also very impactful at the Willowbrook, the new Willowbrook Police Department. The building is incredible as well. And but what was really tear-jerking is the 9/11 memorial that they had. That was unbelievable. Mayor Frank Trilla actually flew out to New York and drove back this like, I don't know if it's 3,000 pounds or 6,000 pound part of the elevator from Tower 1 just for this memorial. It was the last thing to be added. It's unbelievable, even with the wall, memorial wall with the names of all the victims on it. It's really worth stopping by to go to see. I hope you have a chance. It is open to the public. That of course is on Quincy in Willowbrook. It's the new Willowbrook Police Department. On Sunday, I attended the annual GOPIO event up at the Hyatt Rosemont. That stands for the Global Organization of People of Indian Origin. Now, I was there with many other Burr Ridge residents. They also asked me to speak on business networking, which is really the source of the operation or the association. It was incredible. It was also attended by State Representative Linda Chapalavia, as well as U.S. Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy, who's become a good friend over the years, as well as dignitaries from India. The bulk of the attendees were business people from all around the area and country, including the new owner of the new Hampton Inn Suites in Burr Ridge that's currently under construction. The DMMC, or the DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference, held their innovation celebration this year for 2017. 6 municipalities put entries into it, including it was Aurora, Bartlett, Elmhurst, Naperville, Schaumburg, and Woodridge. Now, the best presentation was won by the city of Schaumburg, but the best innovation award was by my good friend, Mayor Steve Morley in Elmhurst. That was for their, what they call their Advanced Life Support Rapid Response Vehicle. My congratulations to him, as well as to his chief. Knowing that I had not visited a certain Burr Ridge business for quite a while, but also that they had recently hosted a special barbecue or a cookout for our Burr Ridge Police Department, I decided to stop by a Burr Ridge business called the Chicago Technical Center, division of Ricardo. That was neat to go see some people there I haven't seen there in quite a while. But what was neat is that, that's actually, I don't know if you know this or not, but that's actually the company that designed the engine, or built the engine for that broke the land speed record a number of years ago, as well as helped design the transmission for the very expensive high-end car called the Bugatti. I think it's the fastest car in the world. That was neat. It's amazing. Just one more example of some incredible businesses that are in Burr Ridge. There's also a great event held throughout the stores of the Village Center yesterday, and the wine, snacks, and sales were flowing freely. I even saw managers Mike Rufo from Eddie Merlot's, as well as George Feifels from Brookhaven there. That was neat, as well as over at Kohler Spa. In addition to seeing another friend of mine from Oak Lawn, frankly, that drove all the way up there with her husband and Diane Helmold just for the festivities. Hope you had a chance to see that, and if you didn't, be sure to check out our village website, as well as the e-briefs that is put out on a weekly basis to keep updated. Now, build out of the the incoming Hampton Social is well under progress. It's building out quickly. They expected to open up by the fall. I believe it's November. Now, to match the motif and branding of the very successful restaurant downtown, it was a prerequisite to paint the outside of the brick white, which they're in the process of doing. It was I think when it's done, the contrast will have a similar look to very many other successful similar developments around the country. But that's currently underway. And last but not least, Trustee Zach Model and I attended the IML conference this year, 2017, their 104th. That stands for the Illinois Municipal League. It was attended by hundreds of mayors and managers and vendors from around the state. And I also had the absolute pleasure of hearing for the very first time for me, Coach Mike Ditka give a speech about leadership and about his, of course, history with the Bears, as well as his emphasis on the need to keep God in America for sake of our values as well as our future. So it was great to meet him as well, and I look forward to hopefully seeing him again. And really, now truly last but not least, I don't know if you know about this, but an incredible car arrived this week at Highline Auto Sales. That's really worth stopping by to see. You know, it's an awesome kind of rare car between the color, which is red, and the fact that it's a 2017 Dodge Viper with only 300 miles on it. The owner, Sam Barrett, is considering actually keeping it in the expectation that the price of it will rise in the future. But it's certainly worth stopping by to see for as long as it's going to be there. So that's all I have. I hope you have a great week. Thanks again for joining me for the Friday Wrap. I'm Mayor Mickey, and that's a wrap.